Nothing is missing. Divine love has already prepared your way. Speak it now. I accept the good that is mine by divine right, under grace and in perfect timing. You're here for a reason. You didn't stumble across this message by accident. Something deep inside you knows it's time for a change. You may have been searching for answers, feeling like there's more to life, more to you than what you've been experiencing. Today is the moment when everything begins to shift. The universe doesn't bring us opportunities like this unless we're ready for them. Right now, you have the power to change your life. You found this message because you are finally ready to hear it, to believe it, and to live it. Many of us spend years waiting for the perfect moment. But the truth is, the perfect moment is always now. It's in your hands. There is no need for a grand change to happen around you to begin your transformation. That's required is for you to make the decision to show up for yourself, to embrace the possibility that your life can be different, and to take action. This is your invitation. Don't look for the magic to come from somewhere else, because it's already inside you. The power to change is within you, and the time is now. Take a deep breath. Feel this moment. You're not here by accident. You found this because you are finally ready to receive the life that is waiting for you. The life that has always been yours. Perhaps you just couldn't see it clearly before. Now the veil is lifting. Your journey starts here. It's easy to get caught up in the daily hustle, in the distractions that seem to take up our time and energy. We become so wrapped up in everything else, work, relationships, social media, that we forget the most important thing, ourselves. If you continue to ignore the quiet whispers of your heart, you will find yourself stuck in the same cycle, running in place, sure of how to move forward. When we don't listen to our inner guidance, we begin to feel lost. We start questioning our purpose, our worth, and we may even fall into the trap of thinking that this is just the way life is meant to be. But it's not. Is meant to be abundant. Life is meant to be full of joy, peace, and fulfillment. If you don't take the time to tune into your true self, if you don't honor your desires and dreams, you may find yourself living a life of quiet desperation. You might go through the motions, but deep down, you'll know you're not fully alive. When you live disconnected from your true self, you'll notice an undercurrent of frustration, anxiety, regret. It may not always be obvious, but you'll feel it in your bones. And it's a painful place to be, because deep inside, you know there's more. There is a better way. But when we avoid looking inward and facing our fears, it's easy to fall into patterns of negativity, feeling unworthy, or thinking that change is impossible. That's when you stop growing. You stop living in alignment with your highest potential, and you let the circumstances of your life dictate who you are. You don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to settle for less than what you deserve. The moment you choose to listen, tune into your own wisdom, everything begins to change. The stakes are high, but the choice is yours. You continue to live life on autopilot, or will you embrace your power and create the life you've always dreamed of? The decision is in your hands. The key to unlocking your full potential lies in the present moment. So many of us get caught up in the past, playing old memories, regretting choices, or wishing things had gone differently. Or we spend our time worrying about the future, might happen, what we need to do, or what we fear is coming our way. But the truth is none of that matters right now. Only thing that matters is this moment, right here, right now. When you shift your focus to the present moment, you begin to realize that this is where your power lies. This is where everything is happening. Past cannot be changed, and the future is yet to unfold. But today, this moment, is where your true potential is waiting to be realized. It's easy to overlook the power of the present, because we are so conditioned to be constantly busy or distracted. When you stop and fully embrace the now, you begin to see the beauty and possibility in everything around you. In the present moment, you can decide to let go of old stories that no longer serve you. You can release limiting beliefs that have held you back for years. You can choose to forgive yourself and others, knowing that carrying the weight of resentment only keeps you from moving forward. The present is where healing happens. The present is where change begins. It's where you have the power to make a new decision, take a new step, and choose a new path. When you allow yourself to fully experience the present, you also allow space for peace, joy, gratitude. In the present, you can acknowledge the blessings you already have. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you can find joy in the small moments, in the simple things, and in the beauty that surrounds you every day. The power of the present moment is where everything begins. It is the foundation for all transformation. If you want to change your life, you must first start with the now. You must stop waiting for the perfect time or the perfect circumstance. The time to act is now. The time to change is now. The time to start living fully is now. By embracing the present moment, you open the door to endless possibilities. Self-acceptance is the starting point for any kind of change in your life. If you don't accept yourself as you are right now in this very moment, it's impossible to move forward. Too often, focus on what's wrong with us. We think we need to be better, do more, change ourselves before we can truly start living the life we deserve. That way of thinking only keeps us stuck in a cycle of self-criticism and shame. When you accept yourself exactly as you are, you create space for growth. You stop trying to be someone you're not, and instead you embrace the person you already are. Self-acceptance is not about being perfect. It's not about having everything together or meeting someone else's standards. It's about looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, "I am enough just as I am." It's important to recognize that you are worthy of love and respect even in your imperfections. No one is perfect, and that's okay. The beauty of life is in its messiness, its imperfections, and in the lessons we learn along the way. When you accept yourself fully, you stop striving for validation from others and start finding peace within yourself. You begin to realize that you are not defined by your mistakes or your past. You are defined by the love you give yourself in the present. Self-acceptance also means letting go of the need to compare yourself to others. When you stop measuring your worth against someone else's, you begin to appreciate your own unique journey. You stop seeing yourself as less than, and start recognizing your own value. Each of us is on a different path, and that's what makes life beautiful. Embrace your uniqueness, honor your journey, and know that you are exactly where you need to be. The moment you accept yourself is the moment everything begins to change. You free yourself from the burden of self-doubt and criticism. You step into your full potential. Self-acceptance isn't a destination, it's a practice. Every day, remind yourself that you are worthy, you are enough, and you are deserving of all the good things life has to offer. Your words hold immense power. Every thought you think, every word you speak sends out a vibration into the universe, creating the reality you live in. What you say to yourself shapes your beliefs, actions, and your life. If you want to change your life, you must first change the way you speak to yourself. Affirmations are a powerful tool that can help shift your mindset and reprogram your subconscious mind. These positive statements remind you of your worth, your potential, and the life you're capable of creating. They help you focus on what you want instead of what you don't want. When you affirm your desires, you align your thoughts, words, and actions with the life you want to create. Start by choosing simple, positive affirmations that resonate with you. Worthy of love and abundance. I am capable of achieving my dreams. I trust the process of life. I am at peace with where I am. These affirmations might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you've been telling yourself negative things for a long time. The more you say them, the more they will begin to sink in and become a part of who you are. Remember, affirmations are not just about repeating words. They are about truly believing in the words you say. You must feel the power of these affirmations in your heart and soul. When you speak words of affirmation, you are affirming to yourself that you are worthy, that you are capable, and that you deserve all the good things life has to offer. Each day with a few positive affirmations. Say them with confidence, with love, and with belief. The more you affirm your greatness, the more your reality will shift to match those affirmations. You will begin to see the changes in your life as you consciously choose to focus on what you want, not on what you fear. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. It takes patience. And it takes trust. You must trust that everything you're doing, every step you're taking is leading you to where you need to be. The path of growth is rarely a straight line. It's often filled with twists and detours. But each of these moments holds a lesson for you, a piece of wisdom that will help you grow stronger and wiser. You trust in the process. You stop trying to control everything. You release the need for perfection and embrace the unfolding journey. You understand that even the setbacks and challenges are a part of the process. They are not signs that you're failing. They are simply opportunities for growth and learning. Trusting the process means allowing yourself to move forward, even when you don't have all the answers. It's about having faith that the universe is supporting you. Even when things seem uncertain, you don't need to have everything figured out right now. The path will reveal itself as you continue to take steps, no matter how small. Patience is key when it comes to transformation. You don't need to rush your growth. Each moment of your journey is important. Even when it feels like nothing is happening, trust that the seeds you've planted are growing beneath the surface. Keep moving forward, trusting, and know that you are exactly where you need to be. As you trust in the process, you will start to notice the signs that you're on the right path. The universe will begin to align with your intentions, sending you the right opportunities, people, and experiences at just the right time. You can only see this when you trust that the process is working for you, not against you. Every step you take is a step closer to the life you've been dreaming of. Fear is something that holds us all back. It is the unseen force that keeps us stuck, playing small, and living beneath our true potential. Fear tells us we are not enough, worthy, or not capable of achieving our dreams. But here's the truth. Fear is only as powerful as you allow it to be. You are more powerful than any fear that tries to control you. The first step to overcoming fear is acknowledging it. Thrives in the darkness of our minds, in the stories we tell ourselves about what might go wrong. When you bring your fear into the light, you realize it's often just a collection of what-ifs and may, not real tangible threats, is a natural part of being human. but it doesn't have to rule your life. When you choose to let go of fear, you choose to step into your power. You decide that the desire for growth, love, and peace is stronger than the fear that holds you back. This doesn't mean you will never feel fear again. It means you will no longer let fear make your decisions for you. You will no longer let fear dictate your actions or prevent you from following your heart. Letting go of fear requires trust. You have to trust that the universe has a plan for you, even if you can't see it clearly right now. You have to trust that every step you take, even in the face of fear, is a step towards something greater. When you release fear, you create space for courage, confidence, and freedom. You allow yourself to move forward with an open heart, knowing that everything you need is already within you. The next time fear tries to hold you back, pause, breathe, acknowledge it. Don't let it control you. Remember that you are stronger than any fear, and you have the ability to move past it. By doing so, you align yourself with the power of love, the energy that drives you toward everything you've ever wanted. Gratitude is a powerful force that can change your life in an instant. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your energy from lack to abundance. You move from a mindset of scarcity to one of plenty. Gratitude opens the door to more blessings, more opportunities, and more joy. It is one of the simplest yet most profound tools you can use to transform your life. We often get caught up in what's not working, what's missing, or what we wish was different. But when you focus on gratitude, you start to see how much you already have. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you don't have to what you do have. It makes you aware of the countless blessings that surround you every day, from the air you breathe, to the people who love you, to the small moments of beauty you often overlook. Start by taking a few moments each day to reflect on what you are grateful for. It doesn't have to be anything grand. You can be grateful for the warmth of the sun on your skin, the smile of a friend, or the comfort of your home. As you do this, you'll notice that your perspective begins to change. The more you focus on gratitude, the more things you find to be grateful for. It's a cycle that feeds itself. The more you give thanks, the more you receive. Gratitude also helps you release negativity. It's hard to stay angry, frustrated, or upset when you are focused on the good things in your life. Gratitude helps you rise above the challenges and see the bigger picture. It reminds you that you are constantly being supported even in times of struggle. It helps you stay connected to your highest self, and it opens your heart to receiving more love, abundance, and peace. You cultivate a daily practice of gratitude, you will begin to notice shifts in your life. The more you appreciate what you have, the more you attract what you want. Gratitude is a powerful tool that can completely transform your mindset and your reality. It's a simple yet profound practice that brings more joy, abundance, and love into your life. Self-love is the foundation for everything. Without it, nothing else can thrive. You cannot give love to others if you do not first love yourself. The love you show yourself creates the energy that flows into all areas of your life. It shapes your relationships, your career, your health, and your happiness. When you love yourself, you open the door to receiving more love, joy, and peace. Self-love begins with acceptance. It means recognizing that you are worthy of love and respect regardless of your past or your flaws. It means treating yourself with kindness, passion, and patience just as you would a dear friend. It's easy to be hard on ourselves, to focus on our mistakes or areas where we feel we fall short. But self-love is about looking at yourself with the eyes of compassion, understanding, and grace. When you love yourself, you honor your needs and boundaries. You no longer allow others to treat you in ways that are disrespectful or hurtful. You recognize that you deserve the same level of care and respect that you offer others. Self-love means saying no when something doesn't feel right and yes to the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Self-love also means taking care of your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It means nourishing your body with healthy food, taking time to rest, and engaging in activities that bring you peace. It means listening to your feelings and allowing yourself to heal from past wounds. Self-love is a holistic practice that encompasses every aspect of your being. When you make self-love a priority, you will begin to see positive changes in every area of your life. You will feel more confident, more joyful, and more at peace. You will attract healthier relationships and create a life that is aligned with your true desires. Self-love is the key to unlocking the fullness of your potential. When you love yourself, you step into your power and everything becomes possible. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful tools you can use to free yourself. Holding on to anger, resentment, or past hurts only keeps you trapped in the past. It weighs heavily on your heart and prevents you from moving forward. Forgiveness is not about letting others off the hook. It's about setting yourself free. When you forgive, you release the hold that past experiences have on you. You allow yourself to move forward with a light heart and an open mind. Forgiveness begins with you. Starts with forgiving yourself for past mistakes, for choices you wish you had made differently. It means letting go of guilt and regret, knowing that you did the best you could with the knowledge and resources you had at the time. It's about accepting that you are human and humans make mistakes. What matters is that you learn from them and grow, not that you punish yourself for them. Forgiveness also extends to others. When you hold on to grudges or anger toward others, you're allowing them to continue hurting you, even if they don't know it. Forgiving someone doesn't mean you condone their behavior or forget what happened. It means you release the emotional grip they have on you. It means you choose to no longer carry the burden of resentment. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. It's about letting go of the past and making space for peace. When you forgive, you stop living in the shadows of the past and start embracing the light of the present. You free yourself from negative emotions and create room for love, joy, and healing. Remember, forgiveness doesn't change the past, it does change your future. When you live in alignment with your true self, everything flows effortlessly. You no longer feel like you are pushing against the current of life. Instead, you are moving with the flow, guided by your intuition, your heart, and your inner wisdom. Living in alignment means being true to who you are, following your passions, honoring your authentic desires. It means saying yes to the things that light you up, and no to the things that drain you. Living in alignment is not always easy. The world around us often pressures us to conform, to meet certain expectations, or to follow a path that others have set for us. But when you listen to your heart and trust your inner voice, you begin to realize that your path is unique. You are not here to follow someone else's journey. You are here to create your own. Being in alignment with your true self requires self-awareness. It means regularly checking in with yourself and asking, am I living in a way that feels authentic to me? Am I following my heart, or am I just going through the motions? When you are aligned with your true self, you feel a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. You know that every step you take is leading you closer to your true purpose. Living in alignment also means trusting the process of life. You don't need to have everything figured out right now. Trust that as you follow your inner guidance, doors will open and opportunities will arise. The universe will support you when you are living in alignment with your truth. It's a powerful way to live because it frees you from the need for external validation and gives you the confidence to walk your own path. The universe supports you, but it also wants to see you take action. Inspired action is the key to manifesting your dreams and desires. It's not about forcing or controlling everything, rather about listening to your intuition and taking steps that feel aligned with your highest good. Inspired action comes when you are in tune with yourself, when you are clear on your intentions, and when you are ready to move forward. Taking inspired action means trusting that the steps you are taking are part of a greater plan. It's about having the courage to act on what feels right, even if you don't know exactly how things will unfold. The important thing is that you are moving forward, that you are not waiting for the perfect moment to arrive. Every step you take is a step closer to your goals, and even the smallest actions can have a powerful impact. Inspired action is not about rushing or forcing things to happen. It's about being present, following your inner guidance, and trusting that everything you need will show up when the time is right. You don't have to know all the answers or have everything figured out. What matters is that you are willing to take the next step, to move in the direction of your dreams, and to trust the process. When you take inspired action, you are aligning yourself with the flow of the universe. You are saying yes to your desires and to the opportunities that are meant for you. Trust that when you take action from a place of alignment and inspiration, you will be supported in ways you can't even imagine. The universe is ready to meet you halfway, but it's up to you to take that first step. Now it's your time. The power to change your life is already within you. Every step, every decision, every thought you choose can lead you to a new reality. The tools and practices we've discussed are not just concepts. They are powerful ways to unlock your highest potential. Remember, the key to transformation is not waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect circumstances. The key is in taking action right now, in choosing to believe in yourself, in trusting that you are worthy of the life you desire. The universe is always supporting you, guiding you toward your highest good. You are ready for this change. You've been waiting for it, whether you realize it or not. Brace your journey, trust the process, take inspired action, and above all, remember that the most important relationship you will ever have is with yourself. When you love and accept yourself fully, when you forgive, you choose gratitude and self-empowerment, your life will change in ways you never imagined. The world is waiting for the greatness you have within you. Now is your time to shine. Good morning, beautiful soul. Yes, you, the one who has chosen to be here with me in this precious moment. I want you to know that your presence here today is no accident. There's something stirring within you, something that called you to seek healing, to find positivity, to create a more loving relationship with yourself. And I'm so honored to share this time with you. I know that mornings can sometimes feel heavy. Maybe you woke up with that familiar knot in your stomach, or perhaps your mind immediately started racing with all the things you need to do, all the problems you need to solve. Maybe your body feels tired before the day has even begun, or your heart feels a little tender from yesterday's experiences. I understand this feeling so deeply, and I want you to know that whatever brought you here this morning, whether it's physical discomfort, emotional pain, anxiety, or simply a desire to feel better, you are in exactly the right place. You see, the very fact that you're here means you're ready to choose something different for yourself. You're ready to step into a new way of being, a more loving way of treating yourself, and that takes courage, dear one. It takes courage to say, I deserve to feel good, deserve to heal. I deserve to start my day with love instead of fear. So, please take a moment right now to acknowledge yourself for this beautiful choice you've made. The morning hours hold such special power for transformation. When we first wake up, our minds are in a unique state, soft, open, receptive. It's as if the busy, chattering part of our mind is still asleep, and the deeper, wiser part of us is more accessible. This is why morning is such a sacred time for planting new seeds of thought, new patterns of thinking that can grow and flourish throughout our day. Think of your mind in the morning like freshly tilled soil in a garden. Everything is soft and ready to receive whatever seeds you choose to plant. If you plant seeds of worry, criticism, and fear, that's what will grow in your day. But if you plant seeds of love, healing, and positivity, those will be the flowers that bloom in your experience. And the beautiful thing is you get to choose. Every single morning, you get to choose what kind of garden you want to create in your mind and in your life. Your thoughts are not just random occurrences floating through your mind. They are powerful creative forces that shape your reality. You think a thought, your body responds. When you think thoughts of love and appreciation, your body relaxes, your breathing deepens, your heart opens. When you think thoughts of fear and judgment, your body tenses, your breathing becomes shallow. Stress hormones flood your system. Your body is always listening to your thoughts, always responding to the messages you send it. This is why the thoughts you think in the morning are so incredibly important. They set the tone for how your body will feel all day long, influence your energy level, your mood, your interactions with others, even your physical health. When you begin your day with loving, healing thoughts, you're literally programming your body for wellness. You're telling every cell in your body, today we choose health, we choose peace. Today we choose love. The morning is also when your subconscious mind is most receptive to new programming. You know how sometimes you'll go to bed with a problem and wake up with a solution. That's your subconscious mind working while you sleep, processing and integrating. In those first few minutes after waking before your conscious analytical mind fully kicks in, you have direct access to this powerful part of yourself. This is when affirmations can slip past the mental barriers and plant themselves deeply in your consciousness. Here's what I want you to understand about healing affirmations. They're not just pretty words we say to make ourselves feel better temporarily. They are medicine for your soul. They are tools for rewiring your brain, for creating new neural pathways that support your highest good. You speak loving words to yourself consistently. You literally change the structure of your brain. You create new patterns of thinking that become more and more natural over time. Your body holds on to so much more than you might realize. Every experience you've ever had, every emotion you've felt, every word that's been spoken to you, your body remembers it all. Sometimes we carry tension from conversations that happened years ago, stress from situations that are long over, pain from wounds that we thought had healed. And while we sleep, our bodies are working hard to process and release what they can. Sometimes we need to consciously help them let go. Before we can plant new seeds of healing and positivity, we need to clear the garden. We need to gently release the energy from yesterday. The frustrations, the disappointments, the words we wish we hadn't said, the things we wish we had done differently. This isn't about dwelling on these things or making ourselves feel bad about them. It's about lovingly acknowledging them and then choosing to let them go, making space for something new and beautiful to grow. The energy of yesterday doesn't have to become the energy of today unless you choose to carry it forward. Right now, you have the power to set down that heavy bag of yesterday's troubles. You have the power to forgive yourself for any mistakes you made, any words you spoke in anger, any ways you didn't show up as your best self. You are not your mistakes, dear one. You are not your worst moments. You are a beautiful evolving soul who is learning and growing every day. Take a moment now to breathe with me. Let's take a deep breath in together, drawing in fresh, clean energy. And as we exhale, let's release anything from yesterday that no longer serves us. Breathe in peace. Breathe out tension. Breathe in love. Breathe out judgment, impossibility. Breathe out limitation. Feel your body softening with each breath. Feel your shoulders dropping. Feel your heart opening to receive the healing that is your birthright. Sometimes when we begin to release old energy, emotions might come up. You might feel sad or angry or scared, and that's perfectly okay. These feelings are just energy moving through you, looking for a way out. Don't try to stop them or judge them. Let them flow through you like water through a stream. Say to these feelings, "Thank you for protecting me, but I don't need to hold on to you anymore. Safe to let you go." Your willingness to feel these emotions without resistance is actually what allows them to move through and transform. Forgiveness is such a crucial part of this releasing process. And I want you to know that forgiveness doesn't mean what happened was okay. It doesn't mean you have to like what happened or pretend it didn't hurt. Forgiveness simply means you're choosing to free yourself from carrying the heavy energy of resentment and anger. You're choosing to give yourself the gift of peace. When you forgive, whether it's forgiving others or forgiving yourself, you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for you. Start with forgiving yourself for anything you feel you did wrong yesterday. Maybe you lost your patience with someone you love. Maybe you ate something that didn't nourish your body. Maybe you spoke harshly to yourself or believed thoughts that weren't kind. Whatever it was, you can choose right now to wrap your arms around yourself and say, "I forgive you." You were doing the best you could with what you knew at the time. Today is a new day, and you get to choose differently if you want to. As you release yesterday's energy, notice how much lighter you feel. Notice how much more space there is in your heart and in your mind. This space is sacred space. It's where healing happens, new possibilities are born, where love can grow. You've just given yourself the most beautiful gift. The gift of a fresh start, gift of beginning again, the gift of approaching this new day with a clean slate and an open heart, that you've created this beautiful space within yourself. Let's begin to fill it with the most nourishing, healing energy possible. I want to share with you some of the most powerful foundation affirmations I know, words that have the ability to reach deep into your soul and begin healing from the inside out. These aren't just words, dear one. They are keys that unlock the door to your own inner wisdom, your own healing power, your own capacity for transformation. Start with the most fundamental healing affirmation of all. I love and approve of myself exactly as I am right now. Now, I know some of you might feel resistance to this statement. Your mind might immediately jump to all the ways you think you need to change or improve before you can love yourself. Here's what I want you to understand. Self-love isn't something you earn through perfection. It's something you give yourself as a foundation for growth. When you love and approve of yourself exactly as you are, you create this safe, nurturing environment that allows real healing to take place. Think of it this way. When a gardener tends to a plant, they don't criticize the plant for not being fully grown yet. They don't withhold water and sunlight until the plant proves it deserves them. They give the plant love and care exactly as it is, knowing that this love is what allows it to flourish. You deserve the same kind of tender care from yourself. You deserve love and approval, not because you're perfect, but because you're alive, because you're trying, because you're a precious part of this universe. Place your hand on your heart right now and say with me, I love and approve of myself exactly as I am right now. Feel the warmth of your own touch. Feel the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Your heart has been beating faithfully for you every moment of your life, never asking for recognition, never demanding that you be different before it will keep you alive. This is the kind of unconditional love you can learn to give yourself. Another powerful foundation affirmation is my body is my friend, and we are healing together. So many of us have been at war with our bodies for so long. We criticize our bodies for being too big, too small, too slow, too tired, too sick. We treat our bodies like enemies that need to be controlled and punished, rather than allies that need to be loved and supported. Your body is not your enemy, sweet soul. Your body is the vehicle for your soul's journey in this lifetime. Your body is working so hard for you every single day, performing millions of functions, without you even having to think about them. You shift from fighting your body to befriending your body. Everything changes. Instead of saying my body is failing me, you can say my body is communicating with me. Instead of I hate how I look, you can say I'm learning to see myself through loving eyes. Instead of my body is broken, you can say my body knows how to heal, and I'm supporting that process. This shift in how you speak to and about your body sends completely different messages to every cell. Your body responds to love so much more readily than it responds to criticism. Let's practice speaking to your body with love right now. Place both hands on your body somewhere that feels comfortable. Maybe your heart, your belly, your arms. Close your eyes and say, Dear body, so grateful for all the ways you take care of me. I'm sorry for any harsh words I've spoken to you. I want to learn to be your friend, want to support you in healing and feeling good. We're going to do this together with patience and love. How different this energy is from criticism and judgment. Feel how your body softens when you speak to it with kindness. The affirmation, I trust my inner wisdom to guide me, is another cornerstone of healing. Within you right now is a wise, loving voice that knows exactly what you need for your highest good. This inner wisdom has been with you all your life. Sometimes it gets drowned out by the noise of fear, other people's opinions, and the busyness of daily life. When you affirm that you trust your inner wisdom, you're strengthening your connection to this wise part of yourself. You're giving yourself permission to listen to what your heart is telling you, to honor what your body is asking for, to follow the gentle promptings of your soul. Your inner wisdom speaks to you in many ways. Sometimes it's a feeling in your gut about a decision you need to make. Sometimes it's a sudden knowing about what your body needs. Sometimes it's a creative idea that bubbles up from nowhere. Sometimes it's simply a sense of peace when you're moving in the right direction. The more you acknowledge and trust this inner guidance, the stronger and clearer it becomes. Here's a beautiful affirmation for emotional healing. Give myself permission to feel all my emotions with love and compassion. For too long, many of us have been taught that certain emotions are bad or wrong, that anger makes us difficult, that sadness makes us weak, fear makes us cowardly. But emotions are not character flaws, they're information. Your soul's way of telling you what's happening in your inner world. You give yourself permission to feel your emotions without judgment. You create space for them to move through you and transform. This doesn't mean you act out every emotion or let emotions control your behavior. It means you acknowledge what you're feeling. You honor it as valid information, and you respond to it with the same compassion you would show a dear friend. When sadness comes, you can say, "Hello, sadness. I see you. What are you trying to tell me?" When anger arises, you can say, "I feel this anger and it's okay. Boundary needs to be honored here." When fear shows up, you can say, "Fear, I understand you're trying to protect me. Let's look at this situation together and see what's really true." The affirmation, "I am worthy of love, healing, and all good things," addresses one of the deepest wounds many of us carry. The belief that we don't deserve happiness, that we're not good enough for love, suffering is somehow our lot in life. This belief is not truth, dear one. It's a lie that was planted in your consciousness somewhere along the way. Perhaps by someone who is carrying their own pain, by a society that profits from your self-doubt. But it is not your truth. Your worthiness is not something you need to earn or prove. You were born worthy. You are worthy simply because you exist. The universe doesn't make mistakes. You are here for a reason. You have gifts to offer. You have love to give and receive. Every challenge you've faced, every mistake you've made, every moment of struggle has been part of your soul's journey toward greater wisdom and compassion. None of it has diminished your fundamental worthiness. When you truly begin to believe, "I am worthy of love, healing, and all good things," you'll notice that your life starts to reflect this belief. You'll find yourself making choices that honor your well-being. You'll attract people who treat you with respect and kindness. You'll create circumstances that support your growth and happiness. This isn't magic. It's the natural result of aligning your thoughts and beliefs with your true nature. Now, let's talk about transforming those automatic negative thoughts that can hijack our mornings and steal our peace. You know the ones I'm talking about. Those thoughts that seem to appear out of nowhere as soon as you wake up. Maybe it's worry about money, stress about a relationship, anxiety about work, that general feeling of overwhelm that seems to settle on your shoulders like a heavy blanket. These thoughts feel so real, so urgent, so important. But the truth is, most of them are just old mental habits playing the same tired songs over and over again. The first step in transforming negative morning thoughts is to recognize them for what they are: habits, not facts. Just because a thought appears in your mind doesn't make it true. Just because you've thought something 1,000 times before doesn't mean you have to think it again. You have the power to observe your thoughts and choose which ones you want to engage with and which ones you want to gently dismiss. A negative thought arises. Try this gentle technique. Instead of fighting the thought or making yourself wrong for having it, simply say, "That's an interesting thought. I wonder what would happen if I chose a different thought right now." This approach removes the drama and struggle from the process. You're not battling your mind. You're simply exercising your right to choose what you focus on. One of the most powerful ways to shift from negative to positive thinking is through the practice of reframing. Reframing means looking at the same situation from a different angle, finding a more empowering way to interpret what's happening. Example: instead of thinking, "I have so much to do today, I'll never get it all done," you could reframe it as, "I have many opportunities today to make a positive difference." Instead of, "I'm worried about that meeting," you could think, "I'm preparing myself to show up authentically and speak my truth." Reframing doesn't mean denying reality or pretending that challenges don't exist. It means choosing to focus on the aspects of reality that empower you rather than the aspects that drain you. It means looking for the opportunities within the challenges, the lessons within the difficulties, the growth within the struggle. This shift in perspective literally changes your brain chemistry, moving you from stress hormones to feel-good hormones, contraction to expansion. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for cultivating positivity, and morning is the perfect time to practice it. You begin your day by acknowledging what's going well in your life. You set up a positive momentum that carries through your entire day. Gratitude doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. It can be as simple as saying, "Thank you for this warm bed I slept in. Thank you for the roof over my head. Thank you for the gift of another day." The key to effective gratitude practice is to really feel the appreciation, not just think it. When you say "thank you for this warm bed," actually feel the softness of your sheets, the comfort of your pillow, the luxury of being warm and safe. When you say "thank you for the roof over my head," feel the security it provides, the sense of having a place that's yours. This feeling component is what activates the positive neurochemical changes in your brain. You can also practice gratitude for things that haven't happened yet, but that you're excited about. Thank you for the opportunities that are coming my way today. Thank you for the people I'll meet who will brighten my day. Thank you for the moments of joy that are waiting for me. This practice of anticipatory gratitude helps you expect good things to happen, which makes you more likely to notice and attract positive experiences. Another beautiful morning practice is to find something to appreciate about yourself. This might feel awkward at first, especially if you're used to focusing on what's wrong with you, but it's one of the most healing things you can do. You might appreciate your courage for getting through yesterday's challenges, your kindness in helping someone who needed it, your body for carrying you through life, or simply your willingness to keep growing and learning. Negative thoughts try to crowd out your positive focus. You can use what I call the cancel, clear, delete technique. As soon as you notice a negative thought, simply say cancel, clear, delete, either out loud or in your mind, and then immediately replace it with a positive thought. For example, the thought "this day is going to be terrible" arises, you say cancel, clear, delete. This day is full of possibilities for good things to happen. The key is to replace the negative thought quickly before it has time to take root and multiply. Creating a positive lens for viewing your day means choosing to look for evidence that life is working in your favor rather than evidence that it's working against you. You put on positive colored glasses, you start to notice things you might have missed before. The smile from a stranger, perfect parking space, the unexpected phone call from a friend, the moment when everything flows effortlessly. These things were always there, but now you're paying attention to them. Your body is constantly talking to you, sending you messages about what it needs, how it's feeling, and what would support its healing. So often we've learned to ignore these messages or even to see them as inconveniences. When your body feels tired, instead of honoring that message, you might push through and drink more coffee. When your body craves rest, you might judge yourself as lazy. When your body asks for nourishing food, you might give it whatever is quick and convenient. What if you started listening to your body's wisdom with the same respect you'd give to a trusted advisor? Speaking healing words to your body is one of the most powerful things you can do for your physical well-being. Your body is made up of trillions of cells, and every single one of them is listening to the thoughts you think and the words you speak. When you speak lovingly to your body, you're literally giving instructions to your cells about how to behave. You speak harshly to your body, you're creating stress at the cellular level. Let's practice some healing affirmations specifically for your physical body. Place your hands on your heart and say, "My heart beats with the rhythm of love and peace." Each beat sends healing energy throughout my entire body. Feel your heartbeat under your hands and let yourself marvel at this incredible organ that works so tirelessly for you. Place your hands on your stomach and say, "My digestive system knows exactly how to process and eliminate what I don't need, keeping what serves me and releasing what doesn't." This kind of specific, loving communication with your organs can have profound effects on how they function. If there's a particular area of your body that's been troubling you, you can speak directly to it with compassion. Instead of saying, "Back is killing me," try saying, "My back is working hard to support me. I'm sending it love and healing energy." Instead of "My headache won't go away," I'm listening to what my head is trying to tell me, and I'm giving my nervous system permission to relax and release tension. This shift from complaint to conversation can be transformative. Your body has an incredible innate wisdom about how to heal itself. Think about what happens when you get a cut. Your body immediately begins the healing process without any conscious direction from you. Clots to stop the bleeding. New cells are generated to repair the damage. And soon the cut is completely healed. This same healing intelligence is at work in every part of your body all the time, working to restore balance, repair damage, maintain optimal function. When you affirm, "My body knows how to heal itself, I trust in its wisdom," you're supporting this natural healing process. You're removing the interference of doubt, fear, criticism that can impede your body's ability to do what it does best. You're creating an internal environment of trust and cooperation that allows healing to happen more efficiently. Energy-boosting affirmations can help you start your day feeling vibrant and alive. Try saying, "Every breath I take fills me with life force energy. Every cell in my body vibrates with health and vitality, energized by the love and support of the universe." As you speak these words deeply and visualize bright healing light flowing through your entire body, awakening every cell, energizing every organ, bringing life and vitality to every part of you. You can also send specific healing energy to any part of your body that needs extra support. If your joints feel stiff, you might say, "My joints move freely and easily, lubricated with healing energy." If your muscles feel tense, you could affirm, "My muscles are relaxed and flexible, holding just the right amount of supportive tension." If your mind feels foggy, try, "Mind is clear, focused, and sharp. Thoughts flow easily and creativity flows freely." The power of these physical healing affirmations is magnified when you combine them with gentle movement. As you speak loving words to your body, you might stretch your arms overhead, roll your shoulders, gently twist your spine, or simply take some deep, nourishing breaths. This combination of positive words and loving movement sends a clear message to your body that you're ready to partner with it in creating health and vitality, that you've experienced the power of healing affirmations and learned to speak lovingly to your body. Let's talk about creating a sacred morning practice that fits beautifully into your unique life. This isn't about adding another item to your already busy to-do list or creating pressure to be perfect. This is about designing a gentle, sustainable way to connect with yourself each morning that feels like a gift rather than an obligation. Your morning affirmation practice can be as simple or as elaborate as feels right for you. Some days you might have just 30 seconds to speak a few loving words to yourself in the mirror. Other days you might have 20 minutes for a more extended practice of affirmations, journaling, and quiet reflection. Both are perfect, are valuable. Both are healing. The key is to create a flexible framework that can adapt to whatever your life looks like on any given day. Start with the simplest version of morning affirmation practice. As soon as you wake up, before you even get out of bed, place your hand on your heart and say one loving thing to yourself. It might be, "Good morning, beautiful soul, I love you." It might be, "Thank you, body, for giving me another day." It might be, "I choose peace and love for myself today." This takes less than 10 seconds. It sets a tone of love and intention that can transform your entire day. Mirror work is one of the most powerful tools for building self-love and healing old wounds. You look into your own eyes in the mirror and speak loving words to yourself. You're giving yourself the love and approval you may have been seeking from others. This can feel uncomfortable at first. Many of us have been avoiding really looking at ourselves, or when we do look, we immediately focus on what we don't like. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. And when you learn to look into them with love, you're connecting with the deepest, truest part of yourself. Start small with mirror work. Stand in front of your bathroom mirror and simply make eye contact with yourself. Say, "Hello," or "I see you," or "I love you." If resistance comes up, if your mind starts listing all the things it thinks are wrong with your appearance, gently redirect your attention back to your eyes. Your eyes hold all the love, wisdom, and beauty that you are. Practice seeing yourself the way a loving parent would see their child, with complete acceptance and adoration. As you become more comfortable with mirror work, you can expand it to include specific affirmations. Look into your eyes and say, "I forgive you for any mistakes you've made. You're learning and growing, and that's beautiful." Say, "You are worthy of love exactly as you are." Say, "I believe in you and your ability to create a wonderful life." Notice how different it feels to receive these words while looking into your own eyes versus just thinking them or saying them while looking away. Journaling can be a beautiful addition to your morning practice, and it doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. You might simply write 3 things you're grateful for, 3 affirmations that feel important for your day, or 3 intentions you want to set. You might write a love letter to your body, thanking it for all the ways it serves you. You might write down any worries or fears that are on your mind, and then write loving responses to those concerns, the way you would comfort a dear friend. The act of writing engages different parts of your brain than just thinking or speaking, which can help affirmations sink in more deeply. When you write, "I am worthy of love and respect," You're not just thinking it, you're seeing it on the page in your own handwriting. This visual component reinforces the message and makes it feel more real and concrete. Reflection is another valuable component of a morning practice. This might mean sitting in silence for a few minutes, listening to what your heart wants to tell you about the day ahead. It might mean taking a few conscious breaths and checking in with how your body is feeling. It might mean asking yourself, what do I need today to feel supported and loved? And then listening for the answer that comes from your inner wisdom. The most important thing about your morning practice is that it feels good to you. If something feels forced or stressful, adjust it or let it go. If mirror work feels too vulnerable right now, start with journaling. If journaling feels like too much pressure, stick with simple affirmations. If affirmations feel foreign, begin with gratitude. Trust yourself to know what you need and be willing to experiment until you find what works. Your practice will naturally evolve as you do. Serves you in one season of life might need to be adjusted in another. When you're going through a particularly challenging time, you might need more gentle, comforting affirmations. When you're feeling strong and confident, you might be ready for affirmations that stretch you toward bigger dreams. When you're busy, you might need a streamlined version of your practice. When you have more time and space, you might enjoy expanding it. This flexibility is not a sign of inconsistency, it's a sign of wisdom. Talk honestly about the challenges that might arise as you begin or deepen your morning affirmation practice. It's completely normal to feel resistance, skepticism, or emotional discomfort when you start speaking lovingly to yourself. This resistance isn't a sign that affirmations don't work or that you're doing something wrong. It's often a sign that you're touching on old wounds that are ready to heal. If affirmations feel silly or fake at first, that's okay. Your mind has been programmed for years, maybe decades, to think certain thoughts about yourself and your life. You start introducing new, more loving thoughts, your old programming might rebel. It might say, "This is ridiculous. You can't just think positive thoughts and change your life." When this happens, you can gently say to that voice, "Thank you for trying to protect me, but I'm ready to try something new, willing to experiment with loving myself more." Sometimes resistance shows up as a feeling that you don't deserve the good things you're affirming. If you're saying, "I am worthy of love," and a voice in your head immediately responds, with all the reasons why that's not true, you're not broken or hopeless. You're simply bumping up against old beliefs that were programmed into you, probably when you were very young and vulnerable. These beliefs were once protective mechanisms, but they may no longer serve you. This kind of resistance arises. Try adding the phrase, "I am willing," to your affirmations. Instead of, "love myself," which might feel too big of a leap, try, "I am willing to learn to love myself." Instead of, "I am confident and capable," try, "I am willing to discover my own confidence and capability." This small shift can make affirmations feel more approachable and honest. Emotional releases are another common experience when beginning affirmation work. You might find yourself crying while saying, "I love you," to yourself in the mirror, or feeling anger when you affirm that you deserve good things. These emotions aren't something to avoid or push through. They're actually part of the healing process. Years of stored emotions might be ready to move through you and be released. When emotions come up during your practice, deeply and let them flow. Say to the emotions, "I see you, I feel you, and it's safe for you to move through me." If sadness comes, yourself cry. If anger arises, you might need to punch a pillow or go for a vigorous walk. If fear surfaces, your arms around yourself and speak gently to the scared part of you. These emotional releases are your soul's way of clearing old energy to make room for new love and healing. Consistency can be challenging, especially when motivation is low or life gets busy. Some days you'll wake up and feel excited about your affirmation practice. Other days you'll wake up feeling tired, grumpy, or overwhelmed. The last thing you'll want to do is look in the mirror and say nice things to yourself. This is exactly when your practice can be most valuable, but it's also when it needs to be most gentle and forgiving. On the difficult days, lower the bar. Instead of a full practice, just say one kind thing to yourself. Instead of elaborate affirmations, just take 3 deep breaths with the intention of treating yourself with compassion. Instead of mirror work, just place your hand on your heart and acknowledge that you're doing the best you can. The goal isn't perfection, it's showing up for yourself with love, even in small ways, especially on the hard days. Now, let's talk about extending the healing energy of your morning practice into your entire day. You've filled yourself up with love and positive intention in the morning. You have something beautiful to give to the world. You can send healing thoughts to the people in your life, your work situation, your community, and even to parts of the world that need extra love and support. As you prepare to leave your morning sanctuary, enter into the activities of your day. Take a moment to visualize your day unfolding in beautiful ways. See yourself moving through your day with grace and ease. See the people you'll interact with responding to you with kindness and respect. See challenges being resolved peacefully. See opportunities for joy and connection appearing throughout your day. This isn't about trying to control every detail of what happens. It's about setting an intention for how you want to show up and how you want to experience your day. You can send loving energy ahead of you to situations you know you'll encounter. If you have a difficult conversation coming up, send love and healing to that interaction. Visualize it going smoothly, with both people feeling heard and respected. If you have a challenging project at work, send energy of creativity and flow to that situation. If you're worried about a family member, them in loving thoughts, and see them surrounded by healing light. This practice of sending healing energy doesn't mean you're trying to manipulate outcomes or control other people. You're simply offering your love and positive intention to situations and relationships, trusting that love always makes a difference, even if you can't see exactly how. You're also programming your own energy field to look for the good in situations and to attract positive experiences. Aiding an energy shield of love and protection is a beautiful way to maintain your morning peace throughout the day. Visualize yourself surrounded by a bubble of loving protective light. This light allows good things to flow to you easily while deflecting any negativity or harsh energy that might come your way. Someone is rude to you. Instead of taking it personally, you can visualize their negativity bouncing off your protective bubble. You encounter stressful situations. You can breathe into your bubble of light and maintain your center of peace. Setting intentions for your interactions is another powerful way to extend your morning practice. Before entering a meeting, a social gathering, or even a trip to the grocery store, you can silently set the intention to be a source of love and positivity. You can intend to see the best in people, to speak kindly, to listen with an open heart, to be patient and understanding. These intentions don't guarantee that everyone else will behave perfectly. They help you show up as your best self regardless of what others do. Throughout your day, you can return to the loving energy you cultivated in your morning practice. When stress arises, you can place your hand on your heart and repeat one of your morning affirmations. When someone treats you unkindly, you can silently say, "I send you love," instead of reacting with anger. When you notice your inner critic starting to chatter, you can gently redirect your thoughts back to the loving words you spoke to yourself in the mirror. As we come to the end of our time together this morning, I want to leave you with some powerful affirmations that you can carry with you, not just today, but every day. These are words that can anchor you in love, remind you of your truth, and support you in creating the beautiful life you deserve. Say with me now, "I am a beloved child of the universe, worthy of all good things. Choose to treat myself with the same kindness I would show a dear friend. My thoughts create my reality, and I choose thoughts of love, peace, and possibility. I trust my inner wisdom to guide me toward my highest good. I forgive myself and others, freeing my heart to give and receive love freely. I am grateful for this precious life and for all the opportunities to grow and heal." These words settling into your heart. Feel them becoming part of your truth. These aren't just nice ideas, they are statements of your inherent nature, reminders of who you really are beneath all the layers of conditioning and fear. Want you to know that the work you're doing by choosing love over fear, healing over harm, positivity over negativity, this work matters so much more than you might realize. Every time you speak lovingly to yourself, you're not just healing yourself, you're sending ripples of healing energy out into the world. Every time you choose to see beauty, instead of focusing on flaws, you're raising the vibration of love on this planet. Every time you treat yourself with compassion, you're modeling for others that they deserve compassion too. You don't have to wait until you're perfect to love yourself. You don't have to wait until you've healed all your wounds to treat yourself kindly. You don't have to wait until you've figured everything out to speak words of encouragement to yourself. You can start right now exactly as you are, exactly where you are. Small steps taken with love are more powerful than giant leaps taken with force. Take this practice one day at a time, one morning at a time, affirmation at a time. Some days will feel easier than others, and that's perfectly normal. Be patient with yourself as you learn new ways of thinking and being. Celebrate the small victories. The moment you caught yourself being self-critical and chose a kinder thought instead. The day you looked in the mirror and felt a flicker of appreciation for yourself. The time you trusted your inner wisdom and it led you to something wonderful. Your healing journey is unique to you. Trust yourself to know what you need when you need it. Trust that you have everything within you to create a life filled with love, joy, peace. Trust that every step you take toward treating yourself with love is a step in the right direction, no matter how small it might seem. As you go forward from this moment, carry with you the knowing that you are loved, you are worthy, and you are capable of creating beautiful changes in your life. The universe is conspiring to support you in your healing and growth. All you have to do is stay open to receive the love that is always flowing toward you, and to give yourself the gift of your own loving attention. This is not the end of our journey together. It's the beginning. Every morning is a new opportunity to choose love, to speak kindly to yourself, to plant seeds of healing and positivity that will bloom throughout your day. You have everything you need within you right now. Trust yourself, love yourself, and watch as your life transforms in the most beautiful ways. Until we meet again, wrap your arms around yourself, a deep breath, and whisper, "I love you," to the beautiful soul that you are. You deserve all the love in the world, and it starts with the love you give to yourself.